Troop on board.
And I'm Zoe Hollis, student for Trip 2014.
We'll be your MCs for this afternoon. It's our privilege to welcome everyone to this Troop 1 Court of Honor for Jeffrey T. I now declare this Court of Honor open.
Am I in your way?
Oh, you're fine.
Troop, attention. Will the audience please stand for the presentation of the colors? Color guard, front and center.
Please place your hand over your heart and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. Scout uniform, Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Scout, would you please join me in Scout Oak Scout sign. On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Law, the Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. 2. Color guard, host your colors.
Thank you, color guards and scouts. You may return to your seats. Mr. Derek Kwon will now present the invocation.
Bow your head and join me in prayer if you so desire. Heavenly Father, we are here today to celebrate with our brother Jeffrey T. his ascending to the rank of Eagle Scout. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving Jeffrey the strength to complete his Eagle Path. Although the Eagle Path is but a small trail in the journey of life that we have set before him, it is nevertheless always significant when a young person completes his covenant to serve his fellow scouts, his community, and you. In your name,
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We're here today to conduct our Court of Honor in celebration of one of our scouts, Jeffrey T., earning the coveted rank of Eagle, the highest rank possible in Worldwide Scout. Jeffrey, please come up and introduce your family.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey T. I have my grandparents over there. Hello, any favors? Yeah. That's my grandpa and that's my grandma. And then I have my mother and father. They're waving and standing up right now.
Thank you, Jeffrey. So next, our Scoutmaster, Mr. Gary Louie, will introduce our guests.
good afternoon. What a wonderful day to have a Court of Honor, and especially to honor such an outstanding scout, Mr. Jeffrey T. Okay, we have a very, very special guest today. At great expense, we have Ms. Cynthia Dragon here, who is our unit commissioner. She represents us at the Golden Gate District. She was my first teacher who taught me how to be a scoutmaster. I learned everything from her and her husband Jim. Okay, and I used to take my son to the meeting, and they were so nice to my son Larry. Every time we have a game or something, Larry gets to try and be the first one to do it. And once again, I want to thank you for everything that you do for the youth and for everybody that's in scouting. Okay, thank you. Now, also, I'd like to, a couple of our parents who are always behind the scenes helping us. Helen, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you, Helen. Ray Young, please stand up. Okay, thank you so much. They are behind the scenes when we have activities planned. They're there helping us out. We don't have to ask them twice. They know what to do. It's like you give them the football, they'll give us a touchdown. All right? So we're very happy, and we have other parents who have always stepped forward. Oh, Zoe's mom, please stand up. Yeah. Okay. So once again, we're going to be counting on parents to help when we go to White Stag and summer camp. We need drivers, okay? So if you can help out, that would be great. And once again, if we all work together, we will have more Jeffrey T. Okay? And your child can become an Eagle Scout. Okay? It all starts from the home, and when they come here, we all work together and we move forward. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Louie. And for the rest of the ceremony, please hold your applauses until we end. Mr. Louie, and if you're ready to present Jeffrey. Jeffrey, please escort your parents on the stage.
As you see, Jeffrey took off his Boy Scout neckerchief, the troop neckerchief, and he puts on the Eagle Scout. Only Eagle Scouts are authorized to wear this embroidered neckerchief. The father now is putting on the slide. Actually, the slide looks like a belt buckle. It looks really, really nice. And it's in the colors of red, white, and blue, just like our flag. And thank you for taking the pictures. Yes?
Thank you, Mr. Louis. And Jeffrey, please escort your parents back to their seats. Now, our Troop 1 Charter Executive Sponsor, Mr. Kwon, will help us understand the criteria needed to become an Eagle Scout. Or rather, what's the big deal? Then, the Troop 2001 Senior Patrol Leader, Zoe Huang, will translate in Mandarin, and Scout Zen Huang will follow in Cantonese. Mr. Kwon?
Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. There are 8 requirements for becoming Eagle Scout. They're in your program on the second to the last page on the bottom. Take a look at it when you have a chance. But number 8 is the one I like to talk about today. Successful passing of the Board of Review. When you're at the rank of Life Scout, you need to start a service project. Examples of these service projects are running a blood drive, constructing a park bench, refurnishing a room at a church or school, planting grass to stop erosion, organizing a dinner for community veterans, just to name a few. But the scout can't start this project until he gets approval from the organization that's benefiting from the effort, approval from the Scoutmaster, approval from the Troop 1 Committee, and finally approval from the Golden Gate District Council. The scout needs to explain the plan, the development, how he's going to utilize his leadership to benefit others. Sounds pretty easy, but not really, for 2 reasons. The first reason it's not easy is because of the Board of Review. It's like researching and writing a paper for your advanced higher college degree. And like an advanced higher college degree, you have to go before a committee of adults, in this case usually Eagle Scouts, to explain your entire project. They're going to ask you, why did you do this and not that? Why did you do that and not this? Did you consider this or that? And how tough was it to get your fellow scouts to come and help you with this? And on and on and on with questions. I have been to 5 of these board of review meetings in the past years. All 5 boys were shaking when they went in, shaking when they were before the committee, and after they came out, they would say something to me like, I don't think I passed. That's how difficult it is. Second reason that it's not an easy activity is that you need to complete your Eagle project and the Board of Review before age 18, before the scout is considered an adult. Now that's kind of tough to do because science tells us that the human brain does not mature, does not make good decisions until about age 25. So what scouting is asking the young person to do is not to be a teenager who can't focus, who can't get things done, who can't organize, and can explain his thoughts clearly. Jeffrey made it in record time, a perfect project. He demonstrated a maturity that is the new hallmark for all of our future Troop 1 Eagle Scout applicants that will come after him. Jeffrey is what an Eagle Scout should be. Jeffrey lives the Scout law and Scout oath daily. Jeffrey follows the Troop 1 motto. I will lead, be strong, and practice kindness. In the 107 years of USA Scouting, only 2,600,000 scouts have become Eagles out of about 33 million scouts. That's about annually 6 to 8%. So only 6 to 8% of the members make it to the top rank. So to become an Eagle Scout, It is a big deal. An eagle is what Jeffrey T is, and Jeffrey T is an eagle. Once an eagle, always an eagle.
您手中的节目介绍中列出了成为 Eagle Scout 鹰级童军的8项要求。这次我想谈谈第8个要求，那就是如何成功通过 Board of Review Eagle 评审会议。当你处于 Life Scout 级别时，你需要启动一个服务项目。Eagle 服务项目包括建造公园长椅、开展献血活动、翻新教堂或者学校的房间、种植花草，以及为社区退伍军人组织晚宴。项目计划必须得到以下组织的批准，从中受益的组织、我们的童军团长、我们车官的委员会，以及最终我们所属的金门区会议的批准，才可以着手这个项目。童军们需要展示出他们的计划、发展和领导能力。这听起来轻松，但其实并不然。这里有2个原因。第一个原因，通过 Eagle 的评审会议，它就像您在获得高级大学学位前需要研究和撰写的论文。你需要面对一个由成年人组织的会议，评审们通常也都是鹰级童军，在他们面前解释你的整个项目，然后评审会们会对你发出很多很多的疑问。然后 Mr. Kwong 在过去参加过5个评审会议，所有的男生在走进评审会时都会颤抖，在整个会议期间也都忐忑不安。当他们完成后，他们也都认为自己并没有通过。而第2个原因，你需要在18岁之前完成评审会议和你的项目。在童军被视为成年人之前，科学告诉我们，人类的大脑直到25岁之前都是不成熟的，很难做出正确决定的。所以，童军被要求不去成为一个无法集中注意力、无法周到地完成事情、不能组织，也不能把事情解释清楚的青少年。Jeffrey 做到了，他创造了记录，完成了一个完美的项目。他表现出的成熟是未来追随他的 Troop One Eagle 申请人的标志。Jeffrey 是鹰级童军该有的样子。Jeffrey 展示了童军法则和童军誓言每天教你遵守的原则。Jeffrey 遵循了 Troop One 的座右铭：我将领导、坚强并实践善举。在美国的童军建立的107年内，只有260万名童军获得了 Eagle 的头衔，这大约只有6%到8%的童军，只有6%到8%的童军登上了顶峰。鹰级童军就是 Jeffrey T，Jeffrey T 就是英雄的鹰级童军，一次是鹰，终生是鹰。
你手中嘅節目介紹亦都成為 Eagle Scout 應級同軍嘅8項要求。呢次我想講一下第8個要求，咁就係點樣成功通過 Board of Review 呢個評審會議。當你處於 Life Scout 級別時，你需要啟動一個服務項目。呢個服務項目包括建造公園長廊、開展捐血活動、翻新教堂或學校房間、種植草花，為退伍軍人組織晚宴。項目計劃必須得到以下組織嘅批准：從中受益嘅組織，我哋同志軍團長，我哋出灣嘅委員會，最終得到所屬金門區會議嘅批准，先得開始做呢個項目。同軍們需要展示出佢哋嘅計劃，發展從運動能力。呢個聽起身輕輕鬆鬆，其實唔係。呢度有2個原因。第一個原因，審查委員會。呢個就是你為咗獲得更多學位之前要撰寫嘅研究同埋論文，你需要面對一個由成年人組成嘅委員會。評審們亦都係應級童軍，喺佢哋面前解釋你成個項目，然之後委員評審會對你發出好多疑問。龔先生喺過去參加5個評審會議，所以佢能喺走入評審嘅次數會驚，喺成個會議期間都害怕。當佢哋完成後，佢哋都認為自己冇通過。第2個原因，你需要喺18歲之前完成項目同埋評審會議。喺同志軍被視為成年人之前，不過講俾我哋，人嘅大腦直到20歲、25歲之前都唔係成熟嘅，做唔出正確的決定。所以同志軍被要求唔會成為一個冇辦法集中注意力、冇辦法多到完成事情、唔會組織，亦冇辦法把事情解釋清楚嘅少年。Jeffrey 做到啦。 佢創造出新嘅記錄，完成咗一個完美嘅計劃。佢表現出嘅成數係未來將追隨嘅出運嘅呢個申請人嘅新標誌。Jeffrey 係已經給新神兵加入該有嘅用字。Jeffrey 展示出同關法值同同關宣言每天教你遵守佢哋原則。Jeffrey 遵循咗出關嘅所有。我將領導堅強變實際善良。喺美國同關建立嘅107年中，近3300萬同關只有250名同關獲得咗呢個學項，呢大約係6%到8%嘅同關，只有6%到8%嘅同關得登到頂峰，所以呢係一件大事。應該同關係 Jeffrey T 係應該同關，一次係應，終身係應。
Mr. Kwon, Zoe, and Zun. Our Scoutmaster, Mr. Gary Louie, will tell us about the Troop 1 Eagles over the last 7 years.
We're very fortunate with Troop 1 that see that each year we have at least one Eagle Scout. Jeffrey makes number 10, but back in 2014 when we started the troop, in 2015 we had the very first Eagle Scout, and from there, even through the pandemic, Jeffrey showed everybody he could do it. When people couldn't do their projects, he went and got it done. Okay, then we have Darren Lin. Could you please stand up and be recognized? David O, please stand up and be recognized. And Jack Wu. These are the ones who follow in the footsteps of Jeffrey. Jeffrey leaves pretty big footsteps for them to follow, okay? Now, we have two, okay, well, these three have completed an Eagle Trail. So the next time we meet will be their Guatemala. Okay, so we can hardly wait. But today we have a very good one. We also have two that we call them in the eagle's nest. In other words, they will be eagles. Okay? So the first one is your MC, Mr. Jimmy Chan. And our first girl to become an Eagle Scout, okay, Zoe Hung. And Alvin will bring up the big plaque to show us. We went to big expense to get Alvin to do this. Okay. We list every Eagle Scout that has ever completed in Troop 1. This blank side is for the girls. We got space for Zoe. Even for Jocelyn, we have a space for you. Okay? Annie, we have a space for you. Sam, we have a space for you. Janice, yes, we have a big space for you. All the girls here, we do have space for all of you. Once this is filled, this is called a Pioneer Plaque. You're the first ones to earn this. Oh, where's Jolene? I got a space for you too. Yes, okay. And everybody that's friend with Jolene. Yes. Okay, all you girls. Arlene, yes, another space for you too. Okay, so all you girls that are out there. Now, what about you boys? Yes, we still got 1, 2, 3 more space. Then I have to buy a new plaque. Okay, so, but we do have a new plaque. The only person that has seen it so far is Jeffrey. So if you don't believe me, ask Jeffrey. So once again, your name will be inscribed here. Someday you come back with your son, grandson, granddaughter, okay? And you can show them. Thank you, Mr. Alvin. See, he does that very professional. He's like a model. Now, at this time, we will go to the next part of the program. And let's see what they want me to say. Aha! We have something called the parent pin. Each time your child earns a rank, you get a pin. We give it to the mother. Then the mother give me all the pins back and we put in one big one. We also will put one for the father. So the mother and the father both will get their pin. So, but first, we want to acknowledge the grandparents. So Jeffrey, could you come up? The grandparents. everybody. I had my shots. Isn't that a beautiful picture? Someday to show his children and his grandchildren. And this is the first time we present pins to grandparents, because the Boy Scouts of America decided to honor all grandparents. Thank you, Jeffrey. And the big moment, we will ask Jeffrey to escort his mother and father up here to get the complete set of pins that has all the ranks that he has earned in Scouting. Okay, Mr. Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey, come on back. No, bring your parents back. Bring your parents back. No, that's now, you notice we honor his grandparents, his parents, but we did not forget the Eagle Scouts. At this point, as Scoutmaster, it's my pleasure to introduce to everybody Troop 1 Eagle Scout number 10, which means he's the 10th one to inherit the title, Mr. Jeffrey T. This is the award that's presented to Scouts who have completed their Eagle Trail. And Norman Rockwell, who's a famous Americana artist, depicted a picture. And from then on, it's always the mother's duty to pin this on the Scout. Google the picture of Norman Rockwell and the Eagle Scout. This is the exact scene you get. You have the mother on one side, the father on the other side, and the proud Scout in the middle. Okay, let's give this family, and especially our Eagle Scout, a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Louie, and congrats, Jeffrey. And now Jeffrey's going to tell us all about the people who helped him get to this rank and achieve the rank of Eagle. Jeffrey?
Okay, thank you everyone for coming. So, good afternoon, and what nice weather we're having today. Perfect for my Eagle Scout Court of Honor. My name is Jeffrey T, and I'm the Junior Assistant Scoutmaster of Troop 1. Standing here now on this stage and seeing all of you out here today really might, to you, not seem like that important. Like, it might just seem you're just coming here. But to me, it means so much. Let's see here. With that being said, I'd like to thank all of you for coming today to my Court of Honor. So what makes this Court of Honor so crucial? It is because it symbolizes the culmination of the effort of everyone, both everyone among us here today and myself, put into Scouting to make all of this possible. The most important people here today are my family. Without their support, dedication, and continuous support, I would not have been able to get to this point in my life. Without my parents who continuously funded my journey by paying for the materials of my Eagle Scout project, by paying for my camping fees, and paying the yearly membership fees of Scouting, I would not have been able to complete my project. I would not have been able to attend
Whiteside and Royane, and most importantly, I would not have been able to continue to stay in scouting in order to be able to stand before you all here today. It was originally my mother who convinced me to join scouting after one of her friends introduced it to her. Through introducing scouting to me, she gave me an opportunity. Through seeing this opportunity, it gave me the urge to act. Acting allowed me to climb the ranks of advancement, which led me here. Throughout every chapter of my life, my family has been there supporting me and funding my every endeavor. And this chapter is no different. While my parents have been supporting me, Mr. Louis has guided me. When I first joined scouting as a kid, I was overwhelmed by the sheer number of requirements that had to be done in order to rank up. Mr. Louis' Scoutmaster conferences helped me understand the process and steps to advancement in an orderly fashion. Step 1, do this, finish the requirements. Step 2, attend camping. Step 3, attend the border review. What is most important is that he was also a mentor. Mr. Louis took time out of his day to work with me on my Eagle Scout project, and my project would never have been possible or go nearly as smoothly if not for his wisdom from this past Eagle Scout project. Another important person that was part of my scouting career was and still is Mr. Kwan. I would not have been able to be the leader you see today before you, nor someone confident enough to give a speech of this caliber out in the open if it wasn't for Mr. Kwan. The life skills Mr. Kwan taught me and has stuck with me throughout scouting will continue to stick with me for the rest of my life. Being a businessman, Mr. Kwan has had a different perspective on life. Directly translated, the Chinese would call him a person who has come over. What it means is that he is someone who has walked the path of life and understands how to play the game. And now he is bestowing not only upon me, but every scout, the rules of the game. Out of everyone in the audience, I'd also like to thank my friends, each and every one of them. These people were so supportive of me that on the day of my Eagle Border Review, they all wished me good luck when I went in. There was never an ounce of doubt, and they congratulated me with the least bit of reserve when the good news they expected was broken to them. Every step they believed in me and were supportive of my scouting endeavors. When starting for my Eagle Border Review questions, one of the possible questions was, what do you say to your friends who think scouting is uncool? I laughed out loud reading that. It would suffice to say that my friends are not those kinds of friends. Not being in scouting themselves, they were still always open to listen to my stories about Troop 1 that I shared with them whenever I could. One of my friends in the audience here today even wrote one of my recommendation letters for Eagle Scout since he knew me since first grade. You can see him over there. Yeah, he's waving, yay. Many times you hear someone say quotes such as, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Or, your friends make you who you are. Even Confucius's first few lines of his Analect stated human nature as a substance easily absorbing its surroundings, such as the environment in which they grow up in, and friends are no exemption. If these quotes are true, then looking at my friends who attended my Court of Honor here today, I have nothing to worry about. My scouting experience in 2 words can be described as a roller coaster. There are ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I personally would want to ride again. The hiking and camping challenged me both mentally and physically in an engaging and fun way, to where it was a challenge doable and overcoming had the benefits of becoming a better leader. Other than camping, there is our Troop 1 program. The main takeaway that you have to get from our program is that we are constantly evolving our program. After every meeting and event, we reflect upon our program. What went well? What could we have done better? If we had done this before, would this have gone more smoothly? As one of the people in charge of this program, it leads me to approach problems always in a new perspective and approach. Not only does scouting expand my perspective, it expanded my palate. Before COVID and starting soon, every week Mr. Kwan would introduce us to nutrition as well as healthy alternatives to the most well-known of the unhealthy foods. Through cooking these new recipes, I gained an understanding of what something is supposed to taste, look, and also most importantly, how it will create a lasting imprint on your health. Not Now let's talk a little bit about my Eagle Scout project. My church that my father went to before I was even born, and that I've been going to since I was born, had graciously offered me an opportunity to help them repair and repaint an old deck in their yard. My project consisted of leading a group of volunteer scouts to help me get rid of the mold and repaint their entire deck in the back. Before my project, I've always thought the Eagle Scout project was a trick, a cruel trap designed to ensnare those beaming with enough confidence to approach something they are not ready for, only to find out they are not able to do so and fail to achieve Eagle Scout. How wrong I was. This is an eye-opening experience, the Eagle Scout project. Through actually leading a project by myself, I managed to understand that this project is just another part of scouting, another skill you need to obtain, to learn, to lead, to plan, and to adapt to a problem put forth before you. In the future, with these leadership skills I've obtained from scouting, I plan to attend a 4-year college after graduation and then proceed to start working in the computer science field. As for words of wisdom, I feel like success is getting approval from yourself, not others. People can say all they want about how you are successful, but what it truly means to be successful is the fact that at the end of the day, you're able to be satisfied with how far you've come. And for myself, I'm definitely satisfied with where I am today. Many people may say scouting or Eagle Scout is a participation award. That if you just stay in scouting, you'll get automatically promoted. That if you get promoted based on seniority, then you can just wait your turn. Going through the process myself, I understand what a joke that is. As Mr. Louis has said, and Mr. Kwan in his speech has said, overall, only 6 to 8% of scouts become Eagle Scouts. 6 to 8 out of every 100, to me, does not sound like a participation award. Please do not let our Troop 1's perfect track record sway you into thinking Eagle Scout is an easy task. The hard work, dedication, and grit required of all scouts who wish to traverse the Eagle Trail is brought to an elevated plane which pushes your limits to the utmost extreme and stretches it far beyond that, to reach your limit and crush it. This is truly what the whole Eagle Scout experience is about, and it makes it an award all scouts should strive for and be proud to have, as Eagle Scout is not given, it is earned. Once again, thank you everyone for coming to this Eagle Scout Court of Honor luncheon. Up on this stage, I don't just see a group of scouts. I see a group of people who care and will be the future Eagle Scouts of Troop 1. Due to COVID still looming in the distance, you all showing up today means a lot to myself and our scouts, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. So now we'll have him present the mentor pins to his mentors, Mr. Lewis and Mr. Kwan. Please come up. Next, we'll have Mr. Louis present the Eagle Scout plaque to brand new Eagle Scout Jeffrey T.
You saw the big plaque at first. From that big plaque, we come out with a personalized one that has Jeffrey's name on it, the day that he passed his board review, and has his new title, Eagle Scout. Congratulations.
you, Mr. Louis, and thank you, Jeffrey. We just witnessed the installation of our 10th Troop 1 Eagle Scout. We are all very proud of Jeffrey's accomplishments and wish him the best in all of his future dreams. Mr. Louis will now present the Troop 1 gifts to Eagle Scout Jeffrey T.
Number 5, it's a very special one. We're the only troop in America that gives out the Laughing Buddha pennant. The Laughing Buddha, I think he has a little something that that our both MCs will read, and you understand why we do it.
The Laughing Buddha is always happy. It's believed that rubbing his tummy will bring you wealth, prosperity, general good luck, and abundance of everything, and insight and understanding towards a long and happy life. It is said that if you rub his tummy daily, he will see to it that your wishes are granted. Also, this is just for me, but I think the Laughing Buddha is ticklish because you can see he's always laughing.
夏国教会作为Troop 1的传统，夏国教就会在他们的Eagle Court of Honor时，向每位新的鹰级童军赠送。校佛的脸上永远带着笑容，因此会称为校佛。人们相信留校佛的肚子是代表财富和繁荣，为了好运，为了谅解跟见解，为了长寿而快乐生活。校佛也非常欢迎别人去揉他的肚子。听说你每天揉他肚子，他会确保你的愿望得到满足。
作為超古人嘅傳統，希望做到佢哋Eagle Conquer of Honor，同未來生嘅因同翻讚頌，笑髮臉上永遠都帶住笑容，顯示佢嘅超為笑髮。要人相信摸笑髮嘅肚係代表財富同繁榮，為咗好運，為咗見解同理解，為咗長壽而快樂的生活。笑髮要非常之歡迎其他人去摸佢個肚。香港，如果你每天去摸佢個肚，佢會確保你嘅願望得到滿足。
Thank you, MCs, and thank you, Zen. To make the presentation, I'm going to ask our sponsor, the person who made Troop 1 possible, Mr. Derek Kwan, to make this presentation.
Next, we have the BSA Eagle Scout Graduation Cord. This cord is awarded to Eagle Scouts at their Eagle Court of Honor to be worn at the Eagle Scouts high school or college graduations.
I'm going to ask our unit commissioner to do the honors, to present the cord that Jeffrey will wear when he graduates from high school and when he graduates from college. Yes. And Ms. Dragon will present him with his own Eagle Scout Challenge coin. Okay? Google Challenge coin. You get the history behind it. We Scouts do have challenge coins. Did you know she's the mother of 2 Eagle Scouts? Yes. Thank you.
Next, we'll have Jeffrey T. take part in the Eagle Charge. Mr. Louis?
I spoke too soon. Okay, our commissioner will present the Eagle Charge.
Eagle Scout challenge and responsibilities. The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful. The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. May the Scout Oath and the Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Dragon. And next, we'll have Mr. Louis present the awards binder.
This is a special red binder that will help Jeffrey remember this day. We have greetings from all across America to congratulate this young man in earning his Eagle Scout. Let's see who we have first. The title page. The seal of the President of the United States. President Biden has sent greetings with his autograph. President Obama sent a greeting and a written greeting. Oh, Trump, sorry. I can't see upside down. Okay. Then we have Barack Obama. He has sent greetings. Sorry about that. Then George W. Bush. It says Bill Clinton. I thought his name was William, but I guess it's Bill Clinton. And Jimmy Carter, and he sent a personal greeting. Oh, he's not president, but his name is Chuck Norris. 6-time karate champion of the world. 6 times. Sounds like Jeffrey, you know, a person who never gives up. We have from NASA, the astronauts. And the most famous astronaut is Neil Armstrong, who walked on the moon and was also an Eagle Scout. His family has sent this. We have a letter from Mr. Kwan and myself congratulating our new Eagle Scout. We have a listing of famous Eagle Scouts, just like the one in your program. A copy of today's program, and a few other souvenirs, and we have other things that are still coming. So this will keep growing for the next year. So, congratulations. And from the Boy Scouts of America, his official certificate, framed at great cost to keep it nice and flat. And when he became an Eagle Scout, it was signed by then the President of the United States, Donald Trump. All of you Scouts can be recognized just like Jeffrey did. Just be like him. You know the expression? You have the fire in the belly, which means no matter what gets in your way, you gotta try your best to get it done. And Jeffrey is a good example of that. He is why Mr. Kwan and I do what we do. Okay? We get this good feeling. It's not heartburn, but it's good feeling. Okay? When he gets things done, we only have to ask him once, just like we ask the parents. He sets an example for everybody. And all you, at one time, were in the same position as Jeffrey when he first came into troop. He was afraid to speak to people. He was a little shy. Look at him now. He's ready to take on the world. Okay, in another year, he'll be off to college, doing good things. This is just a small recognition. Okay, later at the end, we have a final one that sort of tops it all off. And once again, all of you scouts in the troop, the boys and the girls troop, you too, we have a space for you to become Eagle Scout if you want to. Make sure you go to summer camp. Make sure you go to White Stag. Make sure you go on the hikes. We have a hike expert, Mr. Leong. He puts these together. Make sure you go. He remembers who doesn't go. Okay? So once again, all of you can be in this position someday. And right now, as he completed his Eagle Trail, we even got a letter from the person who runs the advancement, congratulating him, and notice that he still continued working with the troop. He helped all upcoming Eagle Scouts. He's not like, oh, I'm done, I don't care about you. He has been helping them, get them ready for their board reviews. So, all of you, work fast before he goes off to college. He can help you. Once he's off to college, you have to wait till he finishes college. Okay? And I told him, when he becomes a CEO, when I come looking for a job, he promised he will give me a job. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Liu, and thank you, Jeffrey. And congratulations again, Jeffrey, for earning the rank of Eagle Scout. And please do give me a job when I come to you looking for it. Now, Troop 1 and Troop 2001 Scouts, please come forward and congratulate your Troop 1 brother, newly installed Eagle Scout, Jeffrey T. Arctic Fox Patrol, led by Jintao Yang and Justin Liu. Patrol members Brandon Liu, Austin Fang, Derek Zhang, and Leo Weber. Please come up. Cactus Patrol, led by Jason Wong and Steven Sano. Patrol members Phil Yin, Lucas Kwan, Malcolm Mack, and Jordan Liu. Bulldog Patrol, led by Jaden Lei and Hayden Liu. Patrol members Aiden Zhang, Donald Chu, Gary Kwong, and Justin Lin. And Flaming Arrow Patrol, led by Ziwei Yan, Denny Chen, and Brian Denich. Patrol members Winston Liu, Alvin Liu, Derek Lin, Zhen Huang, and Alan Tang. Please come up.
Flaming Dog Patrol, led by Jenna Chang and Corinne Wong. Patrol member Leonard C., Samantha Lin, Jocelyn Lee, Serena Liu, Emily Deng, Emma Wang. Dodge Shoulder Patrol, led by Sharon Wong and Fiona Liu. Patrol members Ellen Wong, Jennifer Ho, Sylvia Liu, Jolene Chang, and Margaret Smith.
Mr. Lee, any final words?
One final presentation, yes. This board, we were practicing the other day, I didn't have it figured, it was a board. And Alvin says, are you gonna give Jeffrey a plain board? No! This is a picture. If Mr. Kwan and I were Boy Scouts, this would be the uniform we would wear. This is the uniform that was worn in the 1950s and 1960s of Boy Scouts. Okay? So, Norman Rockwell painted many Boy Scout pictures for Saturday Evening Post. It was a magazine. And he painted Americana, which is pictures across America. Soldiers in World War II, okay? Farm country, people living in the big cities. But one that he always did, he painted one a year for the Boy Scouts. And we have this one here. This board is almost 60 years old. I cut this board in 1973. That was my first year as a woodshop teacher. And woodshop teachers, the tradition, you cut one board and you keep it and you make it into something valuable. Well, I kept it all this time, and my son and daughter said, what are you doing with that board? And my wife says, what's this board always doing here? Well, finally, I have a purpose for all this, okay? I went to the scout shop one day. This was the last one of the Norman Rockwell tins that they had. And Cynthia the Dragon said, don't you want another one? Okay, I said, okay, I can know it. So she told her boss went on the equivalent of the internet back then and found me 2 more. So I have the last 3 of these tins, okay, than anybody else in the USA who has not used it. So to make Alvin happy, because it was just a plain board, I mounted it. Peel off the label. It has a plaque, and it's engraved on here, because I went at the last minute. I went Friday afternoon to the engraver. I put on knee pads and begged, could you please engrave this? He said, you know how many graduations I have to engrave right now and you come to me at the last minute? I told him for Jeffrey, and he said, okay. So he did it. So it says here, Boy Scouts of America, okay, Superior Boy Scout. Why is he superior? Okay, he's superior in leadership, he's superior in school, he's superior to his parents, he's superior to everything that he does. And if you know Jeffrey, you know that. If there's a problem, he'll figure it out. If not, he knows where to go figure it out and who to ask. So when my daughter and son finally asked me, what'd you finally do with that board? That's over 47 years old that I had. I kept it for 47 years old. Okay? Because when you're wish out to your first little lumber that comes in, tradition is you cut a piece off and keep it. Well, these are 1 by 12, and this is what I kept. And so I am finally, after 47 years, put it to good use, and my wife said, you finally got it out of the house. Okay, this is Jeffrey. And before we go any further, I want to thank two people who have done a great job, actually three. One is Alvin. Come on up here, Alvin, so people can see. He's been so quiet, he's able to move the things along, and you hardly ever notice him. Thank you. Next, Mr. Jason Wang, who did the music for us. And I need to tell Jason, come on up, Jason. By providing the music, when and timing and everything else, he reminds me of a friend of mine, John Judnick. He worked for the Rolling Stones. He did their music. He know when to turn on the music, turn off the music, know when to dub this in and dub that out. And you know what they paid him 30 years ago when he did this for the Rolling Stones? $500 an hour to do it. I'm sorry I don't have $500 to give you, but thank you so much. Okay, you did a good job. And also our color guard. Okay, I want to thank our color guard very much. Okay, led by a future Eagle Scout, Jack Wu, who worked very hard with them, and they will be retrieving the color in a few minutes. So Jack, thank you very much. Once again, it takes a village, it takes a troop, it takes an entire family to get things done. And Jeffrey, congratulations. We all congratulate you.
All right, now let's give Jeffrey T., our guests, family members, scouts, and yourselves a big round of applause. Now Mr. Kwon will have some closing remarks.
Thank you. You know, life is about experiences, and the more experiences you have, the more you can take the stuff that comes down, that's thrown at you. In addition to the experiences that Scouting offers our Scouts, Troop 1 offers some unique experiences for our community. All of our Scouts participate in every activity. Our Scouts do a lot of cooking, they also do a lot of eating. They're giving life situations to figure out and give answers to. Recently, we brought in, so far we brought in 3 recent college graduates to tell our troops about their life experiences. And we have 4 more on the list to talk to our Scouts very shortly. In the months to come, we're going to introduce our Scouts to some of the life sports that are out there that they should know, like tennis and golf. We're going to teach them the game of chess so that they can think forward. We're going to help them understand food and how it affects their life later on. We're going to teach the older ones how to swim because they're running out of time to learn how to swim. And the Scouts will also learn how to invest their money in the months to come. We will also teach them for the first time first aid for gun activity situations, as the current Scouting first aid classes do not address this new problem in America. So as you can see, we want to offer our scouts more and more different experiences, and we look forward to your support for that. Thank you.
And next we have the benediction. Troop attention. And Mr. Korn?
Please bow your head and join me in prayer if you so desire. Heavenly Father, we give thanks for this wonderful court of honor that we just completed. And we are so blessed that Jeffrey T. was able to complete his Eagle Path before you and before this congregation. Thank you for Jeffrey's accomplishments, for the continued success of Troop 1, and for the safety of our loved ones, as all of us are citizens of the community, citizens of the nation, and citizens of the world. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for being a part of us, and we having an opportunity to be a part of you. In your name, amen.
Thank you, Mr. Korn. Will the audience please stand for the retrieval of the colors? Color guard, front center.
March. Halt. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Right face. Forward, march.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Until next time, thank you all for being here, supporting our scouts, and helping everyone to stay safe. Parents and scouts, please meet in this cafeteria for picture and desserts. I now declare this Court of Honor closed.
All right, everyone, so please join us in the cafeteria for pictures and desserts.